but we're gonna two heal it. We're gonna have some over the top DPS, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, that's fine if you want to do that.
And I have to change specs for this guy.
Alright, I'm in.
And gear.
One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. My con will be 9, and then my guest will be 10. It'll be a 7, 15-ish DK that'll be joining us tonight. Get any interrupts we can, please.
Well, we could try 9-manning it. I think we 9-manned the Talon King Iskar once.
No, I've got somebody coming in. So I changed up the strat for anybody who wasn't here, and I'm gonna explain it once I get our guests in here. Shit, that didn't actually work. Alright. Give it up. Did you get your homework done? I guess that counts for something. Brennis is coming back in 5 days.
Where is he now?
He's on the field.
Oh, man.
He's been on the field for
A while.
a couple months now. Yeah. He got on the Facebook group and he's coming back on the 5th. So if not Friday's raid, he'll be there for Monday's raid. Next Monday's raid.
Caldo.
Hello.
Have you ever seen the movie Midnight in Paris?
Yes.
You like it?
Yeah.
I loved it. Made me want to like read all those books and like go to a museum.
There you
And
go.
I'm like, that's Dolly. He played Dolly. That's so awesome. But his obsession with rhinoceros is a bit much.
Yeah. Everyone has their quirks.
But that's my favorite painter. Him and Norman Rockwell.
Ah.
George, get on a while. I need to get started. I said get on. I need to get started. Yeah, I need somebody. Having an extra person is better than 9-manning it, so. Unless, of course, you fuck us over.
The George don't like us.
Well, he's a little low on the item level scale, but
User entered your channel.
But he's so high in skill.
yeah. He's decent. He's at least a fast learner, I should say. He was doing dungeons, like, on and off.
I'm the greatest WoW player there is. What are you talking about?
That's the spirit.
That's what I said.
Okay, who's on ring duty?
It'll probably be,
This paladin.
Monotero.
I'm guessing that's Lycon, right?
Yeah, that's Lycon. His main, apparently.
So the Pally is his main?
Yeah, that's his main tune. But he raids the mage with us. I guess because that's the one I found him on. He can raid whatever he wants, and, you know. All his tunes are pretty up there. I pugged with him a couple of times. Alright, here's how the strat's gonna go. Basically, you know, the tanks are gonna pull him over to Skull, and that's where everything is gonna be tanked. The boss, the extra ad, and then the imps are all gonna spawn around that Skull area, and the tanks are gonna be standing, like, ish right around here. And the ranged are gonna be spread out around Moon. You guys are gonna be spread out, and what's gonna end up happening is we're going back to the old thing. What I've learned is the ticks for the fire actually hurt quite a bit if left unattended. So we're going to maximize fire control and minimize damage. So what we're gonna end up doing is I'm gonna have the melee dropping everything, all their surges on green, because that's gonna be the closest point for them. You know, that minimizes their travel time, you know, to drop the fire and then come back. And then the ranged is just gonna drop it to the nearest edge. Wherever they're standing. You guys wanna spread out around Moon. So wherever you're standing, you're basically just gonna drop it to the nearest edge. After you drop it, you're gonna go back and you're gonna focus whatever needs to be focused. Now we have 10 people, and we have a lot more range than we do melee. So once for the imps, once your void fiends are down, you guys need to be turning to the imps. They need help with that. You know, the tanks and will be able to help with that. You know, Caldas and his Blade Storm and Dragon Roar. I have my leg sweep and my keg smash that will help. But other than that, the melee are gonna need some desperate help with those imps. So once you're done with the Void Fiends, turn on those imps. I'm gonna get the green fire after Omnis spawns on the left side of the room. And it's gonna be the same setup over on the purple side. We're taking the boss over to X, and then, melee, you're gonna drop your surge on the purple if you get it, and then the range is gonna spread out around orange. And if you get the black hole, obviously you need more than one person to help mitigate it. So you need like 3 people at max. So get into it, and then damage those wood fiends. Again, the void fiends. Sorry. The Void Fiends are going to have relatively low health because it's, only 10 people. So, once those Void Fiends are down, switch to those imps. Get those imps down. Once the imps down, then you can start wailing on the boss. And cleave as necessary. So once Omnis is down in phase 3, we're all going to go to the middle, near blue, and you're going to be running your surges to their sides. If there's any imps that drop on the purple side, ranged, you need to pick them off. So move to the middle, and then ranged, you guys have to, get them down. Melee, move on, because if you get Fell Surge and you're caught on purple side, it's going to be disastrous for the group. Now, if you do get caught off on the wrong side of the room with the other color surge, you're going to go up to the yellow side of the room. I like to call it the oops, I fucked up side. That's where you're going to throw all of the surges that you can't make it to the other side. You need to make a judgment call. If you're near purple side and you got Fell Surge, don't cross the middle to try to get to the green side if you can't make it. Go up to star, drop it on the oops, I fucked up side, and then come back to blue. All of the surges that drop up there, they're going to explode on their own. So if nobody is up there, it will harmlessly explode. So just drop it up there and come back. If nobody goes up there, then it will be fine. In phase 4, we're all going to stack, run your surges out, defeat the remaining ads, and then, stacking underneath the boss, making healing easier, and then we're just going to hammer on the boss. That's when you would want to use your personal cooldowns. When they come up, kind of using them on every chaos if you can. If you get extremely low, your bigger personals like Ice Block and stuff like that, Mind Shield. Anybody have any questions? All right. Everybody is ready? Once I see that. Yep, he's got a food buff, so let's go ahead and deviant pool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have so much to show you. These gaps in reality, I
Got a
must
portal
share
going out.
them wider.
Spell surge going out.
2, 1.
Legion, destroy all who stand before you.
Melee taking it to the marks. Oh, come on. Pick her up. I tabbed taunted the wrong thing.
They get rebuffed.
3, 2, 1.
Leg sweep going out.
Surge. Surge going out.
3, 2, 1.
Been on my melee every single time. Got my leg sweep up. Got it going out.
A lot of fire, guys.
2, 1.
It's been on my melee every single time. It's going down. Finish off these imps before you move on.
All will be swallowed. No life shall remain. Servants of the void, swallow this world.
Sweep going out.
3, 2, 1.
Range on the Void Fiends and melee on the imps.
Three, two.
Hey, what's up, Omnis? Actually got you this time.
Beware.
Buckhole.
Watch your debuffs, guys.
All life must decay. 3, 2, 1. Beware.
Yeah, we got to be really careful with a couple of things, actually.
2, 1.
Debuffs.
Probably just reset.
Just oh yeah, it's a wipe. But biggest thing is we want to be careful with debuffs. We want to be careful with fire placement. We want to be careful with just a multitude of things. Making sure Odessa doesn't get melted by the time, you know, first ad spawns. We gotta be situationally aware. That's the biggest thing, is we need we need to take everything, every aspect of this fight, and we need to, embed it into our brains, and, in every phase, this is what happens. How do I deal with it? And, it's got to be a minimal of mistakes. Fire's got to move in the right spots. The fire reached towards the middle of the room when I went to clear it. So, I know the fire doesn't grow that fast. Maybe we got out of the phase a little bit late. Maybe we're a little bit slow to get out of the phase. But, actually, I know I'm looking at DPS numbers. We were a little bit slow to get out of the phase. So, we need to be, faster on our DPS. We need to know what we're targeting. We need to know, everything. We need to be on it. This needs to die. After that dies, what am I targeting? Get on that target. One after another after another. A lot of people under the tanks. In damage.
Kaldos doesn't count.
Well, even I pulled 36k and there's people below me.
Well, I switched to Supernova because that helps interrupt the imps. And that will probably do less DPS.
Well, killing them is a better interrupt than knocking them up.
But I can't AoE them with the other way. The other.
You have to think about your damage. If you're not killing them, then more are spawning.
But I'm interrupting them, so less fire on the floor.
Yes, but they also cast again after you knock them up. It's not an interrupt where that locks them out of the spell school. So as soon as they land, they start to cast again. Which 3 seconds later, an orb comes out. Is that, you have to ask yourself, is that worth
their cast
sacrificing?
has to start over again.
But Tessa,
it doesn't continue.
It's a 3-second cast. You have to ask yourself, is knocking them up and interrupting that cast worth losing 10 to 15k DPS?
I was just trying to help with the interrupt since we don't have any melee. Sorry,
Please
I did
don't
that.
argue with me.
Better to just kill him.
I just want you to think about it. I'm not attacking you. I'm not anything. Please don't give me attitude.
Just giving what I'm getting.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you started with the attitude.
I'm telling you okay. If you're going to take helpful criticism as attitude, then you need to change your outlook on how you're approaching this fight. If you can't take constructive criticism, then you're not in the right raid group.
No, what I was trying to explain was I changed from the other specs to Supernova to help with interrupts.
And
but you
I
didn't see it that way.
understand that.
Change
I
it back.
understand that.
I did change
And I'm
that,
trying to get you
and
to
it's done.
think, and I'm trying to get you to think about your choice in a manner that will, make you think about why the other choice, like the pros and cons about each choice. It's not to belittle you. It's not to, make you feel dumb about wanting to do that. I think you were thinking very, outside of the box with that thinking. But if your DPS cut is, that much to the point where you're doing below the tank, it's not worth it. You need to be outputting a certain number of DPS to perform past the requirements of the fight. We need to push Zul out of the first phase, out of the second phase, out of the third phase, and finally kill him. If we don't have enough DPS and we're constantly in a stage of the imps need to be interrupted and, there's more spawning and they need to continually be interrupted, and we're not pulling the numbers to do that, even if we interrupt every single cast, he's going to hit and rage. And with the DPS that low, we can't afford error at all. I'm just gonna come out and say it. With the gear score that everybody is, there's no reason why anybody should be below 45k. But I haven't been pushing DPS because I don't want to push DPS. I want to push mechanics. But it's getting to a point where DPS is becoming a very, very huge problem in a lot of our attempts. You have the people who are pulling, 60, 70k, Dark Repulse Diddy, Karens, and then you have the people who are barely scraping 30k. And that's a huge problem, because then we barely squeak by fights. We start having trouble with fights that we should have on farm, Archimon. And I put up multiple workshops, I put up multiple ult raids, I put up multiple, things to help people, and offered help, to help people with their classes, and to help people, with their gear, and to improve people's damage. Because I've seen every single person here pull over 50k, with the exception of George, who hasn't even have a gear score of 690. Then you should be pulling more than 20k. So that's where I'm at. This is where we are. If you care about downing bosses, if you care about, I've heard chatter about mythics, then it needs to come up. And you need to stop taking my criticism as an attack. Like, that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm about. Everybody needs to stop doing that. Because on more than one occasion, it's come back to me. And there have been, talks about it, and there have been, oh, he's such an angry, evil person. I only want to help us and see us succeed. And that is only, I am only as strong as a leader as you guys are as a team. And as we are as a team. And the effort that you guys put into progression and downing bosses, there are a lot of people here who care a lot. And it shows in their performance. Every single time they come to raid. Every single time they're outside of raid. It's all they do. And then there are people who just don't give a flying fuck. And it shows in their performance. So it needs to come up. Now, for the task at hand. Like I said, the fire needs to be moved to the edge. Wherever you are, coming to the edge. Ranged, like I said, we're short on melee tonight. Until summer gets here, we are going to be. So, you guys, you need to do what you can to help out your melee. They're doing, I can say, Monetario's doing rather well in getting the M's. George, you need to find some way to get your damage up. But like I said, until summer gets here, they're going to be struggling a bit on those imps. How are you guys doing on the Void Fiends?
I think the Fiends were going down pretty well.
Yeah, it seemed like they were.
As I saw, anyway.
I mean, we weren't in the phase for very long, but it seemed like they were going down rather quickly. So, if you guys get those Fiends down, you help get the imps down, you get damage on the boss, we push through the phase. And that's what we need. We just need control first. We need control. We need people placing the fire where it needs to go, and we need to prevent the fire that, needs to be prevented, which is, the imps and the void fiends. So stepping out of the void fiends first, and then if an FL orc cast does get off, you're intercepting it so that it doesn't land and create green fire. Pop a personal if you need to, but make sure they get intercepted if they get off. Melee, you know that better than most people, so, if you see a cast get off, go intercept it. To preventing fire, control. Second is pushing through the phase, getting the ads down, and then pushing the boss out. Once the ads are down, push on that boss. Get his damage down, get him through the phase so that we can transition. Give it your all. We need, numbers. We need to start pushing him through the phase. And then, third phase, mechanics, ads over boss. Getting the ads down, then pushing the boss to fourth phase. Fourth phase, you pop everything you've got. And the other thing is that, and I run into this on my hunter as well, don't be afraid to use your cooldowns. You need your cooldowns for phase 4, but don't be afraid to use them. Off cooldown if you have to. Just bam, 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 bam. Pop out that damage, because, damage is good. If you save cooldowns for a situation, you might not get there. So don't be afraid to pop your cooldowns. Everybody ready? I'll try not to melt Odessa this time.
You melted Odessa?
Yeah, I tab taunted and I taunted the imp.
Oh,
So
I blame you.
Yep, that's my fault. Completely and utterly my fault. I'm sorry, Odessa. Alright, everybody's ready? Let's go ahead and give it another shot.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I have so much to show you.
Gonna go ahead and put my statue up.
These gaps in reality, I must tear them wider.
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Spell surge, move.
Surge. It's on damn near everybody.
Oh, damn, I hit the wrong button.
Surge going out.
2, 1.
Move.
I got leg sweep.
3, 2, 1.
Surge. Alright, ad is down. Caldos, move on. Finish off these imps.
No life shall remain.
Alright, move on. Got imps in 8.
Servants of the void, swallow this world.
Alright, we got imps back here. We got leg sweep on these two.
3, 2, 1.
Much better on the fire, much better on the damage. Void Fiends?
Clearing fire.
He's wither engaging my statue. I got fire on the next run. We got imps up, we got void fiends up.
Beware.
Black hole, watch debuffs.
3, 2,
Not
1.
good. Pick up Odessa. We got leg sweep going on the imps. We got purple fire everywhere, guys. We gotta watch those void beams. You're not gonna tell me we had that many void surges. Intercept that orb. Well, that green fire is gonna explode.
3, 2, 1.
Ugh.
What happened?
Well, thought I had a bark skin on, but apparently I didn't.
Did you explode yourself?
I did.
Nice.
3, 2, beware. 1.
Well, I'm gonna explode. I want to stay away from me. Oh, everybody's dead. Well, it's time for me to run. Oh, I exploded. Alright, much better on the damage.
Well, 44% is better than where we were with the last pull.
Yes, biggest thing though, Void Fiends, they are still the bane of our existence. Every single time we do Void Fiends, it seems like people like to stand in the pillars and take a vacation there, because by the time we had the second black hole, we had just purple fire peppered everywhere. So we need to be aware of that. We need to move. You know, like I said, I know damage is important, but you know, we need to be moving before, you know, we're casting. Kaldos, you're a cheater. But Monotero, you had a DPS improvement. Terrible, you had a DPS improvement. You went up by 10k. Monotero went up by 15k. Am I saying your name right, by the way? Monotero? Montero. Montero? He just yelled from the other room. I'm doing all of the rips. He's what, 698? Yeah, you need to be doing... Well, I mean, 30k is not bad for 698. I thought you guys were the same druid for a second. Maybe you go spec into lunar inspiration for this one. Moon, fire, everything. Alright.
I will say that 2 healing this fight is quite difficult.
Well, do you want a third? Alexio is ready to go. I mean, that means we lose 40k.
I feel like
DPS,
it would be
but...
sacrificing a lot of damage.
Yeah, probably a lot. And I don't have another healer to bring in. I mean, it's your call. If healing is difficult, then definitely bring, like, switch. And I mean, we can at least see how it goes.
I mean, we haven't even hit the last phase, so
Dark, why don't you switch and we'll see how it goes. We'll play a little bit control style. But that means, you know, we've got to be on those Void Fiends, and we've got to be on those imps. You know. If it's like colossally worse, then we'll switch it up. Could go Chi Explosion for this one, but AoE. Bear Tank Soul Cap.
oh, it's great.
No, I tried that. It doesn't work.
I blow everyone out of the water. It's pretty funny.
Oh my flask fell off. Hang on a second here. I think I did that last fight without a flask.
You still pulled 50k, so
Well, I switched around some gear and some stats. You know, I never come to raid exactly the same way twice in a row.
versatility off him.
Yeah, well,
good
until I
news
get a
is-
better one.
Good news is Heroic Manorock is coming. He has a haste mastery offhand.
Here's something that made me cry. I tried killing Heroic Gorefiend like 4 times over the weekend and bonus rolling for the legs.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I killed him, they dropped and I was locked. I was ready to scream.
Same. Well, I mean, we down him enough, so he'll get it eventually.
Yeah, but what did it take me to get a 4-piece? 4 months?
Yeah. It was ridiculous on, what was it, Wednesday or Friday, I think, we did Gorfine. We got all prot tier. Like, sick of prot tier. Everybody who is prot has their tier already. Alright, everybody is ready. Let's give it another shot.
Five, four, three, two, one.
No matter how it all ends, you will die here. These gaps in reality, I must tear them wider.
1.
Legion, destroy
Oh, Surge move.
all who stand before you.
Well, I did it again. Pick her up. Thank you.
Rebuff.
I'm getting distracted.
3, 2, 1.
Spell Surge.
3, 2, 1.
Spell Surge.
Leg sweep going out.
Three, two, one.
Got an imp in the fire.
Think I can knock him off?
That is going down. Get these imps down before you move on.
Swallowed. No life shall remain.
Is that possible?
What, to knock them off? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
No.
Alright, I am putting my statue down.
I'm gonna try it.
So Omnis does not knock anybody off. Big sweep.
You're never close enough to the edge.
Well, this one by purple is.
Three, two, one.
Omnis.
Nah, guys, come on. We got fire underneath the boss already. We're not paying enough attention.
Beware.
Black hole. Watch your debuffs. And that was not watching.
Three, two, one.
Well, we're down a healer and melee DPS, so we're already kind of boned. Now we're down 2 healers. And the ads are getting out of control. So,
Beware.
I'm getting to the point where it's kind of like, we know this fight, right?
Three, two, one.
Like, it's not just one of those things where, like, people are new and don't know what they're doing.
All life.
Like, all the mechanics are, you know, fairly familiar to everybody, right?
Go on, you can solo him.
Yeah, I'm working on it. All these imps, though.
Two, one.
This is where I'm like, I'm better than I actually am. God, there's so many imps. I'm exploding so much. Like, you know, if you, you walk into the black hole after you catch a fell orb or touchscreen fire, that it explodes everybody who goes into the black hole, right? Like we know that, right? Because this is, like, we're making the same mistakes over and over and over again. Like, it's becoming a thing where, you know, it's just the same thing. The same mistakes are being made. The same, you know, concept of the fight is being, you know, fucked up. Including taunting the fucking ad off the DPS. So, I mean, there's fault all around. You know, don't get me wrong. But it's like, every time I, like, try and, you know, reconvene and, like, you know, this is what we need to focus on. You know, this is what we need to focus on, and we don't do that thing that we need to be doing. You know, so it's like, I don't know how to reiterate it so that it's like firmer, but that's what we need to focus on. Like the debuffs in the black hole, the imps and the void fiends. You know, stepping out of the void fiends. You know, so that we're not creating unnecessary purple fire. You know, that's what we need to be focusing on. And I don't know how to make that more oomph to people. And I apparently need to know where the taunt button is. So let's bounce back. Let's kind of roll it together, and we'll give it another shot, and then we'll take our break.
I love the way DBM keeps track of how many wipes you have.
That's probably not accurate on mine.
Well,
I probably
accurate or inaccurate, it's not pretty.
no 23 wipes on Kawhi alone. It's not pretty. I don't know how many times I've done this outside of the guild, but alright. Give this another shot. Let's see who's ready. Everybody's ready. Let's go ahead and DBM pool.
Five, four, three, two, one.
No matter how it all ends, you will die here.
Put my statue down.
These gaps in reality, I must tear them
Spell surge going
wide.
out.
Legion, destroy all who stand
Spell
before
surge.
you.
3, 2, 1.
Spell surge. Spell surge going out.
2, 1. Three, two, one.
Alright, go ahead and move Galdos. Everybody else on those imps.
No life shall remain. Servants of the void, swallow this world.
Alright, ranged on the
3,
void fiends.
2, 1. Three, two, one.
Watch the fire, guys. Black hole's coming. Watch your debuffs.
Beware.
We've got green fire going out on purple side. We need to watch those forward casts and intercept them. Alright, come on, guys. Pick up Psylocke if we can.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Aye. Oh, man.
I blame the wild pyromaniacs.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, aren't there? Ooh-wee. I think it's time for a break.
Beware.
My ass is bleeding.
That's not good.
It's only 'cause he's shitting.
Alright, throw up a break. We'll take 7, 5, whatever. And, we'll see what we're gonna do next. I don't know if, hammering our head against stage 2 for the rest of the night is a good idea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I do. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Give me a second though. I'm gonna pull you down to the workshop.
User left your channel. User was moved out of your channel. User joined your channel.
Welcome.
Hey,
Hello.
how's y'all's night so far?
Terrible. Don't
Oh,
ask.
okay.
I got chili dogs though.
What am I not asking?
How bad this has been.
What are you talking about? I'm completely happy. Dying over and over and over.
Well, actually, you're doing pretty good.
I'm dying on purpose, guys. Dying's fun.
Well, if you practice it enough, you might get it right.
What, dying? I think
Yes.
there's only one way to die.
Oh, no. There are multiple ways to die. Look at all the stupid bosses here.
That is a good point.
User joined your channel.
Trying to pull him up.
User was moved to your channel.
Alright, we'll probably give Zool like 1 to 2 more tries before we call it quits. Because we're not getting past stage 2. And the reason why is 2 main reasons. And, you know, looking over the numbers on the break. And it's 2 main reasons. A, I have, people are not following the mechanics of the fight, and that is, the imp spell orb, they're getting off. They're going everywhere. Green fire. Bad. On purple side. Boom, boom. Everybody exploding. You know, healers going down, people going down. Not good. Void fiends, people just standing there, you know. And that brings me to my next point. People are pulling below the tanks. Cal just cheats, he doesn't count. You know, because Bladestorm is really overpowered in an AoE fight, but like, I'm pulling consistently 30k, and we have people pulling below that. And that's not okay, because, like, you know, if you're gonna be standing and, you know, taking the Void Fiend blows, I kinda expect your numbers to be up there. Because, you know, if you're standing still and getting caught with, you know, mechanics that, you know, are meant to make you move, then, you know, I expect you to be reaping the benefits of not moving. And you're not. There's, you know, more than half the raid who is below me in damage. And that needs to come up, like, massively. We're in heroic, and a lot of us are, you know, 715 to 720 item level. I should be seeing at least 40 to 45k. And like I said before, I never made damage like a big thing, but it's becoming a point where if you're pulling the same damage as somebody who's 30 item levels below you, then there needs to be work there. We need to do something about that. So let's give Zool a couple more tries before
I tear my hair out?
yeah,
You don't want a bald shadow priest, do you?
Before Karen's loses her mind, and before I lose mine
I
as
lose
well.
my hair pulling it out. Cough, cough.
Sorry about that. You just made me choke on my own spit. Oh my goodness. Alright, everybody make their witches rolls. Now, we do have summer here, so the imps are going to be a little bit better. So we have one more melee. And Remorseless Winter, so that'll be better.
Oh, that'll help.
That'll help.
Nah. I specced out of that talent, so sorry.
No!
Scorpion's Grass is
Back
just as
in.
good. No, you didn't, you liar. Take Desecrated Ground just for giggles.
Okay, I'm ready, but I'm gonna grab a drink. So give
That's
me
fine.
about 10 seconds.
That's fine. Take
I'll
your
be
time.
counting.
I think we're still waiting for Odessa anyway.
You would.
Why do I have a skull on my head? Oh, that was the marker you put on me before.
You have a skull on your head because
Yeah.
you have been marked for death.
If it was Blackhand, maybe.
It was a consideration of mine tonight. See how quickly we could clear heroic Blackrock Foundry.
Ugh.
Or
Why?
normal.
Why?
I want to
Why?
do Mythic High Mall.
Mythic High Mall? That's another thing we could do.
Mythic
Yeah.
Blackhand.
Mythic
Ooh,
Blackhand. That sounds interesting. Mythic Blackrock Foundry in general sounds interesting.
Well,
I need
I've done a
that blast
couple
furnace
of
to work, apparently.
mythics. I've done a couple of the bosses on Mythic in Blackrock Foundry. All the fights are different.
Yeah, I know. I've done them all on Mythic. I haven't completed any of them. Oh yeah, the furnace is absolutely crazy. Blackhand is equally crazy.
I don't even think I've seen videos of those fights.
They're crazy. Like, Hans and Franz is probably my favorite one. The smart stampers are just amusing.
Okay, where were we at our best attempt so far? 41%?
44 or 41, yeah.
Yes, we're trying to make our way out of phase 2 if possible.
Okay, Diddy, up to you.
Okay, Odessa is ready? Yeah, okay. Everybody's ready, so let's go ahead and deviant pull.
We're missing a marker.
Are we? Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We took it. That's fine.
Oh,
5,
phooey.
4,
Who needs markers?
3, 2,
Me, I don't know what to
1.
do.
Just run all over the place.
That's what I'm gonna do without markers.
Don't do that.
These gaps in reality,
3,
I must tear them wider.
Spell Surge going out.
Destroy all who stand before
You know what I forgot to do?
Taunt the thing.
Put the
I
boss.
got the taunt.
Well, that's
Nope,
good.
I got it this time.
That's good.
Screw you, boss mechanics. I did it.
Three,
I got a leg
2,
sweep on these two.
1.
Surge move.
Rolling around like a monkey trying to interrupt
3,
these guys.
2, 1.
Surge move.
Leg sweep going out.
Three, 2, 1.
Push them into the fire.
Well, it's better than not pushing them at all. So
all will be
Added
swallowed.
down.
No life shall remain.
Oh, we have a Death Knight now. Never mind. Finish off the imps, please.
Servants of the void, swallow this world.
Range on the Void Fiends. Watch out, please.
Three, two, one.
Leg sweep going out. Hello, Omnis.
3, 2, 1.
You know I've grabbed it when I say hello to it. I've cleared a large portion of the green
Black hole?
side. Guys, we need to be paying attention. We've already got fire underneath the boss. I've exploded 4 times now. When I should have only exploded 3.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
gonna explode by the stairs. Watch out.
Black hole, watch your debuffs.
Three, two, one.
Leg sweep going out. Watch by the boss, we've got Void Fiends.
Beware.
Black hole.
3, 2, 1.
Watch by the boss, we've got Void Fiends.
Beware.
Black hole?
Guys, we gotta be paying attention. We gotta get out of the middle, too. Like, we shouldn't be having black holes in the middle.
1. Rip apart.
I have
Beware.
2 explosion debuffs. Pick up Karen's if we can. Almost going down. Ranged on the
Karen's
Void
is
Fiends.
alive.
Alan went down, I guess.
I am
Sorry.
Surge?
all life.
Well,
Oh, I killed everybody.
3, 2,
Because I exploded
1.
with my fell strike. We're gonna have him wipe it up. We actually made it 34% that time. I'm gonna try and survive again.
2, 1.
Burn. 3, 2, 1.
Can't kill me, I'm the gingerbread man. Okay, you killed me. I was actually much better on the imps.
I blame Diddy.
I tried desecrated ground. Guys, it worked.
Did you really? No, you didn't. You had remorse.
No.
Void Fiends are still our problem. We're just, like, I don't know. It just seems that at points that we just don't know that they exist and we just stand there.
I'm trying to kite them as much as possible, but
How would you guys feel about a little bit more aggressive and just having Dark go back to damage?
I think it's good the way it is right now.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
people just need to pay more attention.
And again, damage needs to come up. It's really hurting us. Like, you know, if you're below me on the damage chart or near me on the damage chart, then you know the damage just needs to come up. You gotta do something to help that, because you know it's just hurting. Just staying where it is. Got 1 hour left. Let's see what we can do.
Go to High Mall.
We'll give this one more attempt, and then I'm thinking it's time for a fun run in Blackrock Foundry.
Okay.
'Cause this is not getting us anywhere.
At least we can kill stuff there.
Yeah, seriously. So I'm thinking one or two more attempts at this, and then we'll try something a little bit fun. Wardoc, I think you just need to heal more.
Oh, God.
Your 52k is subpar.
You step out really quick.
You need a moment with yourself.
I'm gonna bench myself.
Oh, okay.
He will be beside himself.
Alright, everybody's ready. Let's go ahead and DBM pull.
Five, four,
There's still no marker. I don't know where to stand.
2, 1.
God.
I have so much to show you. These gaps in reality, I must tear them wider.
3, 2, 1.
Legion, destroy all
Spell
Spell surge.
who stand before you.
Hello. I don't even know what this guy's name is. Greeting him anyway.
Killian.
Got a foe orb. Well, I missed the foe orb. We're kind of nowhere near that green marker, which is where we kind of need to be. So, Caldos, can you drag him over here, please?
Fell surge.
Oh, I'm dead.
The world happened.
3, 2, 1.
Fell surge.
I took more than usual amount of damage.
Three, two, 1.
Fell surge. Ad's going down.
And there he goes. And now Zool is opening the void portal, and we have imps in the midst of the green fire, which are promptly going to get interrupted, but
Swallow this world.
we had void fiends. And well, that was close. I'm gonna do this though, because boom.
3, 2.
Why not? Now I have a minute debuff for when Omnis spawns.
Aaron's, you don't want to drop that right in the group.
I couldn't get to the edge.
I'm gonna clear
Like I
this
said, this
fire.
is part of being situationally aware. Like, I want this to be a learning thing. Speaking of being situationally aware, I want this to be a learning thing.
3,
You know you had Void Surge, why couldn't you get to the edge? Well,
Because I
you
was in front of the steps.
well, yeah, why were you in front of the steps? That's the kind of thing. It's
Because
just like
I was killing the damn pyros.
Okay, but like that's my point. Is you knew it was coming. You know that this is a thing, and we have it set up so that if what can you do that would be safe instead of putting it in the middle of the group. I want it to be a learning thing because everybody as a raider needs to be, because things are gonna happen, as raiders. Where
Did you want me to drop the void surge in the fell?
Exactly. Listen to me. Hear me out for a second. Everything is an option. Just because we have it set up this way does not mean that you can't do something else and it being safe.
Gonna explode by the stairs, watch out.
So, if, Karens, you had the fell surge, it's a wipe. I'm already...
All life
But if Karen's you having the fell surge, you couldn't get anywhere near the edge. There was no way you were getting over there.
No,
How
I
could
had a
you?
void surge.
Okay. How could you have placed that void surge safely without it touching anybody? And you could have even, utilized it so that it blew up some fire in the process. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. That's like the situational kind of like tweaking that we need from people. It's just like you knew you weren't going to make it to the edge. You were at the stairs. There was no way you were making it to the purple side. How could you have dropped that fire so that you could have been safe? And so that it could have been, keep the attempt going. Even though, you were caught at a position. Even though you were, in the, like, even though that, the circumstances were stacked against you. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So, just not to make an example of you, but what were your options in that case?
Probably the only thing I could have done would have been to go back into the fell and disperse and try and blow stuff up.
Perfect. You would have gotten rid of a 20-yard radius of fire, which would have, in the long run, helped us. You would have taken a minimal damage because you would have exploded harmlessly with your dispersion, and then you would have made your way back to the purple side. That's the kind of thing that we need. That's the kind of, like, I don't want these blights to be like a soul-sucking, bearing thing that we have to go through in order to get a boss down. I want us to learn from it. I want us to adapt to the situations that we are presented with and learn from it. What can we do in every given situation?
Well, that expects me to think fast.
Yeah,
And I'm
well,
old and slow.
see, that's what I'm talking about. Is like you've experienced it now, so if you're caught in that situation again, what are your options? That we
Oops.
have the strat. We know what we're supposed to do with it, but as raiders, we need to kind of be on our toes a little bit. We need to know, what kind of things that we like, what is available to us. If
Well,
we get
that's
caught out
an
of position.
unusual situation.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of those.
But that's part of the learning process.
Exactly, but like my biggest point is there's a desirable situation and then there's an undesirable situation. Your biggest priority is follow the desirable situation, follow the strat. But the second priority is avoid the undesirable situation. The undesirable situation being placing the void surge in the middle of the group. So, how do you avoid the undesirable situation? Well, you have to explore your options. If you can't reach the desirable situation, which is placing the void on the purple side, then how do you avoid the undesirable and, still achieve the same thing? Give me a second. Whoops. So what we'll do is, since I said that was going to be the last one until we went to Blackrock Foundry or something, is we'll step out. We're going to step out of Hellfire Citadel for a minute. And we're going to go do something fun. Because we've been banging our heads against this for a couple hours. And I'm sure some people are feeling a little bit beat down. So. If you don't want to join us for smashing bosses in Blackrock Foundry, you're welcome to step out. I imagine some people, don't want to do that. That's fine. If you want to, join us for some, constructive fun as a guild, come join us in Blackrock Foundry. Otherwise, have a good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
Thank you, Dark. How many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm just switching tunes.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, if you want to jump on an ult that could probably benefit from the loot, go for it. It's 685 gear, so